Yeah. Shit's so pretty, man. Word.
All right, we are on our way to go to the test center to take the TSA CBT test. Now listen, I'm not gonna drag this video out. I'm gonna cut out all the filler. I know what y'all here for if you read the title. So I'm gonna holler at y'all when I get out of here and tell you how it went. All right, y'all, we just left the testing facility for the CBT test to work at TSA. And honestly, the test was easy and hard. The easy part about the test was it's broken down into sections. They have reading comprehension. They have reading vocabulary, where you're basically finding synonyms to words. All of the written reading comprehension, the synonym finding, and that stuff is extremely easy. I haven't been in school for like a decade. I didn't do college. I graduated high school. So for a high school graduate, which is average, you know what I'm saying, like an average, education span, it was extremely easy. The reading comprehension was like, they'll give you 4 sentences and they'll ask you a question like, what is this paragraph saying? Or what is true about this paragraph? And it gives you multiple choice of things that was discussed in the paragraph. Extremely easy. Anybody should be able to pass that part. If you can't pass that part, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But the hard part, by far, is the X-ray. The freaking modules where you have to find items in the X-ray. So it was like 180 questions of X-ray. Now, the reading comprehension part and vocabulary, I blew through that. I'm like, oh, this is a breeze. You know what I mean? Like, I read through everything carefully. I also read out loud. I was in my own room, so they didn't have me testing in a room with a group full of people. They did have a group full of people testing in their own room, and they literally gave me my own room. So for the reading comprehension, I just read out loud. I read everything out loud. I read it slowly to make sure that I'm reading it correctly. And they also have a section with the reading and comprehension part where you're going over grammatical errors. They'll give you a sentence, and then they'll ask you, are there words misspelled in the sentence? Are there grammatical or punctuation errors in the sentence? Or is nothing wrong with the sentence? And these are multiple choice questions. And they tell you that, before you start this section of the reading and comprehension, that these are not trick sentences. They're not trying to trick you. So whatever you see, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, because I guess people might try to overthink these and maybe like, is there grammatical? Is there punctuation? So these are kind of basic common sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing out of the ordinary. But back to these X-rays. These X-rays, boy, there's nothing that can prepare you for these X-rays. I went on YouTube, just like you may be on YouTube right now watching my video. I went on YouTube to look at examples and people saying how they passed the test and what they did. And honestly, nothing can prepare you. I looked online, I Googled things, and I had like example X-ray images and stuff like that. My wife looked at it too. Nothing can prepare you. They actually even selling courses online to help you pass this test. Don't waste your money. Do not buy nobody course, a prep course for the CBT exam for TSA. Do not. Like, it is not that serious. And as far as the X-ray is concerned, I really highly doubt that any module will prepare you for this, because even like I did, I looked at X-rays, I looked at examples. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, I just prayed to God and said, listen, if this is for me, this is for me. I'm gonna do my best, I'm gonna do my due diligence, and I'm gonna answer the questions to the best of my ability. They're just yes or no. They show you an image. Well, first, they show you what you're gonna be looking for. They give you 30 seconds to look at the images. So let's say it's softballs, right? So they'll show you 6 different images of softballs. Pause. 6 different images of softballs for 30 seconds. Then you'll get a series of 18 questions, 18 images, and you have to answer, do you see the softball in the image? Yes or no. That's it. That's it. It's either yes or no. Man, when I tell you my eyes were straining, trying to find, the items and the images. Now, I will admit, some of them, not a lot of them, it was like 180 questions. I would say maybe 20 of them, you blatantly see the object. So those, obviously, is a yes. You blatantly see it. But I say for the rest of the 160, it's a toss-up, man. It's a toss-up. I'm going to tell you what I did, and I'm not saying that you do this, but I'm going to tell you what I did. I got a little system where if it was a image that had a whole bunch of things jumbled up and you really couldn't see anything, I said, oh, it's in there. It's in there. I'm going to hit yes. It's in there. I can't see it. It's in there. Then they also had images where you can clearly see everything. You know what I mean? So in the images where you can clearly see everything, I obviously pick no. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that this is a foolproof plan of working, but this is just what I did. It's really a guess, man. You're really guessing. You know what I mean? You're really guessing. Unless you blatantly see the item, which, like I stated before, some of them you do, but for the most part, you do not see the items. So, as soon as I got out of the testing facility, because they tell you don't get your results, TSA will contact you before I even left the facility. And I put my watch back on because you're not allowed to have any electronics. I left my phone in the car, but I had my Apple Watch on, so I had to take that out, lock it up. You're not allowed to wear caps, so I had to take my hat off and lock that up. Only if it's for religious reasons for the caps, which I would assume like a yarmulke, or something of that sort. But yeah, I had to lock up my hat and my watch. But as soon as I put my watch on and started to walk to the door, I had already got an email from them. So by the time I got back to the car, checked my email, they say I passed. They said now I have to go on the TSA and accept the contingent offer, which I did. And now they're asking me, you have to be signed up for selective service, which I am. I signed up back in 1999, so I just have to upload the document of that, and hey, we'll see where it goes from there. I mean, I know this is the easiest part because in previous videos, I hear that this is a very lengthy process. Like, it's taking some people 6 months to a year to even, get into the job pool for this job. But this one is about the CBT test in particular, and I'll give you guys an update as the process continues to go. I'll keep you guys updated on how it goes. I mean, I'm going to go to work now. I took the test. To anybody who's prepping for the test or has a test date set up to take, I would just say do your best, man. Don't overthink it. It is, a lot of stuff is common sense. With the reading, the comprehension, and the like words and the grammatical, that stuff is not hard. I don't think it qualifies you to do a lot of studying and overthinking, because I didn't do that. I looked at stuff on the first day when I got the initial email to set up the schedule for my test, and I just left it alone after that. I watched a few videos on YouTube with people's experiences working with TSA and the hiring process. I just did one day of not even a whole day. I did a few hours. My wife and I watched a couple of videos, and then that was it. I just left it alone and say, listen, when it's time for me to take the test, I'm going to take the test, and you'll see where we go. But anyways, shout out to y'all if y'all made it this far. Shout out to you if you didn't make it this far. I'm headed to work. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.
Yeah.